People ask Elon Musk, "How did you learn rocket science?" Answer, from books. Bill Gates reads 50 books a year. Warren Buffett reads for 6 hours a day. Mark Zuckerberg finishes a book every 2 weeks. Steve Jobs read a Zen Buddhism book. His life changed. He founded Apple. Oprah Winfrey started a book club. It reached millions. Barack Obama made time to read every day during his presidency. Do you know what smart people have in common? They all read. But not randomly. There are specific books. These books open their minds, they shape their thoughts, they change their lives. Today I'm going to tell you about 10 books. These books are in the libraries of the world's smartest people. From Elon Musk to Einstein, from Bill Gates to Oprah, they all read these books. And now, it's your turn. 10 books in 60 minutes. Each one will change your life. Each one will open your mind. Are you ready? Let's go to the library. Book 1. Sapiens. Yuval Noah Harari. Yuval Noah Harari, 2011. Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. Bill Gates says, Book of the Year. Barack Obama says, everyone should read it. Mark Zuckerberg recommends it on Facebook. Why is this book so important? Because it asks, how did humans come to rule the world? 70,000 years ago, humans were just another animal species. They lived in Africa, like lions, elephants, zebras, ordinary. Today, 8 billion people, on every continent. We go to space, we split the atom, we create artificial intelligence. What changed? According to Harari, the cognitive revolution. 70,000 years ago, the human brain learned something: to imagine. Other animals see reality. Humans create fiction. A lion says herd, meaning the actual herd. Humans say nation, meaning something that doesn't exist. A lion says food, meaning food. Humans say money, turning a piece of paper into gold. Money is not real. It is imagination. Countries are not real. They are imagination. Companies are not real. They are imagination. Gods are not real. They are imagination. But we believe in these imaginations, and these imaginations make us powerful. Lions cannot gather 50 lions together because they do not know each other. Humans can gather 1,000 humans together because they believe in the illusion of company. Harari says, humanity's power lies in cooperation. The basis of cooperation is fiction. The book has 3 main sections. 1. The cognitive revolution, 70,000 years ago. We learned to imagine. 2. The agricultural revolution, 12,000 years ago. We became tied to the land, we became slaves. 3. The scientific revolution, 500 years ago. We became empowered by knowledge. And Harari says something shocking. The agricultural revolution was humanity's biggest mistake. Hunter-gatherers worked 4 hours and rested 20 hours. Farmers worked 12 hours and slept 6 hours. Hunter-gatherers ate meat, fruit, and vegetables. They were healthy. Farmers ate wheat. Diseases increased. Agriculture did not make us free. It made us slaves. Slaves to the land. Why is Sapiens in the library of intelligent people? Because it shows you the truth. Everything we accept, money, country, religion, company, is an illusion. But these illusions rule the world. Reading time, 15 to 20 hours. Difficulty, medium. For whom? History, anthropology, and philosophy enthusiasts. Do you know what Elon Musk said after reading this book? People can dream of going to Mars because dreaming is what makes us human. That's the power of Sapiens. Book 2. The Art of Thinking. Thinking Fast and Slow. Daniel Kahneman. Daniel Kahneman, 2011. Thinking Fast and Slow. Who is Kahneman? Nobel Prize in Economics winner. Professor of Psychology. Bill Gates says, one of the best books I've ever read. Nassim Taleb, author of The Black Swan, says, brilliant. What does this book talk about? There are two systems in our brain. System 1, fast thinking, automatic, easy. 2 plus 2 equals. Is the person in the photo happy or sad? Where did that sudden noise come from? System 2, slow thinking, requires attention, difficult. 17 times 24 equals. Is this investment reasonable? Is this person trustworthy? Do you know what the problem is? System 1 is very powerful, and it is often wrong. Kahneman conducted dozens of experiments. People constantly make logical errors. Example 1, anchoring effect. Question: how old was Gandhi when he died? Over 35? People: around 50. Question: how old was Gandhi when he died? Less than 140? People: around 90. The real answer, 78. But the number 35 in the first question anchored the brain. So did the number 140 in the second question. Example 2, probability bias. Question: Linda is 31, single, outgoing, and has a degree in philosophy. Which is more likely? A, Linda is a bank teller. B, Linda is a bank teller and a feminist. Most people, B. But this is a logical fallacy. Option B is a subset of option A, so A is always more likely. But System 1 hears the word feminist and says, yes, that fits Linda, and it skips the logic. Example 3, loss aversion. Experiment. We're flipping a coin. If it lands on heads, you lose $100. If it lands on tails, how much money would you need to win to accept? Most people, $200. Why? Because human psychology works like this. Losing hurts twice as much as winning. The pain of losing $100 equals the joy of winning $200. That's why people are afraid to take risks. They sell stocks when they think they'll go down. They buy when they go up. In other words, they do the exact opposite. Why is Kahneman's book important? Because it shows you your own brain, how you make mistakes, how you get fooled, and once you know, you make better decisions. Why do smart people read this book? Because intelligence isn't just knowledge. Intelligence is how you think. Kahneman teaches you how to think correctly. Reading time, 20 to 25 hours. Difficulty, medium hard, scientific. For whom? Those interested in decision-making, psychology, economics. Warren Buffett read this book, and he said, it explains every mistake I've made as an investor. Book 3, 1984. George Orwell. George Orwell, 1949, 1984. Elon Musk. Everyone should read it. Edward Snowden, NSA whistleblower. The book that tells my life story. Steve Wozniak, Apple co-founder. He saw the future. Written in 1949. We are living in 2025. Winston Smith lives under a totalitarian regime. The party controls everything. The party's 3 slogans. 1. War is peace. 2. Freedom is slavery. 3. Ignorance is strength. Winston's job, to change the past. The party says one thing today. Tomorrow it says the opposite. Winston's job is to delete old news, write new ones. The party says, the chocolate ration has been increased to 30 grams. The truth, last week it was 50 grams. But the old records have been deleted. The new record says, increased from 20 grams to 30 grams. And people believe it. Winston secretly keeps a diary. Forbidden. He falls in love with a woman. Julia. Love is forbidden. He plans to rebel against the party. But there's a problem. Big Brother is everywhere. There are telescreens in homes, like TVs, but they watch you, constantly. There are cameras in the streets. Neighbors report on each other. Children report on their parents. There is the thought police. If you think wrong, they arrest you. Winston is caught. So is Julia. And the torture begins. O'Brien, the interrogator, says, "If the party says 2 plus 2 equals 5, then 2 plus 2 equals 5. Winston, "But it's 4. Torture. Electricity. Room 101. Your greatest fear. Finally, Winston breaks and says, 2 plus 2 equals 5. Final scene. Winston is sitting in a cafe. The party is speaking on TV. Winston is crying. Why? Because he loves Big Brother. His spirit is broken. His brain is washed. He is now a slave. Why is 1984 so important? Because we are living in 2025. Surveillance. Your phone records everything. Google knows every search you make. Facebook knows every like you give. Doublespeak. Politicians say peace while waging war. They say freedom while controlling. Thought police. Cancel culture. If you say the wrong thing, you lose your job. Rewriting history. Internet news is being deleted, altered. Orwell warned in 1949, "Be careful. Totalitarianism could come." Today in China, the social credit system. If you misbehave, you lose points. You can't buy a train ticket. Today in Russia, if you call the war, you go to jail. Today in America, the NSA is listening to everyone. Why are smart people reading this book? Because they stay awake. They see how power is abused. Edward Snowden exposed the NSA because he had read 1984 and he saw it was real. Reading time, 10 to 12 hours. Difficulty, medium for whom? Everyone. Especially those who value freedom. Book 4. Meditations. Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius, AD 170 to 180. Meditations. Bill Gates. One of my favorite books. Tim Ferriss, author-entrepreneur. I read it once a year. Ryan Holiday, Stoic author. It changed my life. Who was Marcus Aurelius? Emperor of the Roman Empire. AD 161 to 180. The most powerful man in the world. But there was a difference. He was a philosopher. He wrote a journal every night, notes to himself, life lessons. These notes became a book 2,000 years later. Meditations. And today, millions read it. What is Stoicism? The basic principle: focus on what you can control. Don't dwell on what you can't. You can control your thoughts, your actions, your reactions. You can't control the weather, other people's thoughts, death. Marcus Aurelius's most powerful quotes. 1. The quality of your thoughts is the quality of your life. You live as you think. If you think negatively, you will be unhappy. If you think positively, you will be peaceful. 2. When you wake up in the morning, say, "Today I will encounter rude, ungrateful, arrogant people. But that is their problem, not mine. Others may behave badly, but you are in control of how you react." 3. The most valuable thing you have right now is now. The past is gone. The future is uncertain. The only reality is now. 4. Don't be afraid of death. It's the unlived that should scare you. Everyone will die. But how many are living? Most people waste their time worrying, fearing, complaining. 5. When you're angry, count to 10 before speaking. If you're very angry, count to 100. Anger controls you. You must control anger. Marcus Aurelius's life was not easy. Plague epidemics, wars, betrayals, even his son Commodus, one of history's worst emperors. But Marcus remained peaceful, because he practiced Stoicism. How does that apply in the modern world? Traffic is bad, you can't control it. Getting angry is pointless. Listen to a podcast, listen to music. Your boss is rude, you can't control their behavior, but you can control your reaction. Stay calm. The economy is bad. You can't control the economy, but you can control your spending, your skills. Why do smart people read? Because success isn't just about money. It's about peace. What good is Bill Gates being a billionaire if he's stressed? Marcus Aurelius teaches you peace. 2,000 years of wisdom. Reading time, 8 to 10 hours. Difficulty, medium, ancient writing style. For whom? Those feeling stress, anxiety, loss of control. Book 5, Crime and Punishment. Fyodor Dostoyevsky. Fyodor Dostoyevsky, 1866. Crime and Punishment. Albert Einstein. Dostoyevsky taught me more than geometry. Sigmund Freud. Dostoyevsky is the greatest psychologist. Kurt Vonnegut. There is no one better than Dostoyevsky. So what is this book about? Raskolnikov is a poor student. St. Petersburg, Russia. He develops a theory. People are divided into two groups. 1. Ordinary people. They obey the rules. They are ordinary. 2. Superior people. They make the rules. Like Napoleon, like Caesar. Raskolnikov says, I am a superior person. I don't have to obey the rules. And he makes a decision. He will kill an old pawnbroker. Why? Because the woman is evil. She exploits the poor. Her death is good for society. And Raskolnikov thinks, if I am a superior person, I can commit murder, because the rules don't apply to me. He commits the murder. With an axe. He kills the pawnbroker woman. But there's a problem. The woman's sister arrives. He has to kill her too. And from that moment on, Raskolnikov's life becomes hell. He can't sleep at night. He has nightmares. Paranoia. The police arrive. They ask questions. Raskolnikov starts sweating. Dostoyevsky is a genius here. Raskolnikov isn't caught by the police, but by himself. His conscience, his guilt, his soul. There is a character, Sonia, a poor prostitute, but innocent, faithful. Sonia tells Raskolnikov, confess, be free. Raskolnikov, but I was right. That woman was evil. Sonia, but you killed her. That was not your right. Raskolnikov finally confesses. He is sent into exile in Siberia, but the moment he confesses, he finds peace for the first time, because he is no longer living a lie. What is Dostoyevsky saying? 1. Ego is dangerous. Raskolnikov thought he was superior, but his ego destroyed him. 2. Morality is not relative. You cannot commit murder saying, he is bad, I am right. Morality is universal. 3. Conscience is inevitable. Raskolnikov could not escape his conscience. No one can. Why is the book difficult? Because Dostoyevsky asks you, do you think like Raskolnikov? Do you consider yourself special? Are the rules for others? How many people on social media say, I'm right, others are wrong? How many leaders say, I am superior, rules don't apply to me? Raskolnikov is inside all of us. Why do intelligent people read it? Because it reveals the depths of psychology. The human soul. Einstein read Dostoyevsky instead of geometry, because understanding the human soul is more important. Reading time, 20 to 25 hours. Difficulty, difficult. Russian literature, deep psychology. For whom? Those interested in psychology, philosophy, ethics, Book 6. Influence. Robert Cialdini. Robert Cialdini, 1984. Influence. The Psychology of Persuasion. Warren Buffett. Every investor should read this. Charlie Munger. Cialdini's principles are worth their weight in gold. Elon Musk. If you need to understand people, read this book. What does this book cover? How are people persuaded? Why do we say yes? Cialdini identifies 6 principles. 1. Reciprocity. If someone does you a favor, you want to return the favor. Example: the supermarket gives out free samples. You taste them. Then you feel like you have to buy something. Why? Reciprocity. Restaurants give sugar with the bill. Tips increase by 3%. 2. Consistency. People want to be consistent with their previous behavior. Example: a charity asks, "Is helping children important?" You: yes. Then, would you donate $10? It's hard to say no, because you just said important. You have to be consistent. 3. Social proof. People do what others do. Example: if a restaurant is crowded, we think, "This place must be good." Netflix. Most watched list. Viewing rates increase by 300%. Amazon. Customers who bought this also bought. Sales skyrocket. 4. Liking. We are influenced by people we like. Example: the salesperson chats first, finds common ground. Do you like football too? Me too. Then makes the sale. You're more likely to accept because you like the guy. 5. Authority. We trust experts. Example: toothpaste advertisement. 90% of dentists recommend it. Is it true? Maybe. But we trust dentists. Milgram experiment. People administer electric shocks when told it's a scientist in a white coat. Authority is powerful. 6. Scarcity. What is scarce is valuable. Example: only 3 left. You buy it immediately. Sale ends tomorrow. Panic buying. Cialdini says, the perception of scarcity increases the perception of value. Why is this book important? Because we are persuaded every day. Advertisements use these principles. Politicians use these principles. Salespeople use these principles. Once you know, you won't be manipulated. Warren Buffett read this book, and he said, investors make mistakes because of social proof. They buy when everyone else buys. They sell when everyone else sells. Wrong. Why do smart people read it? Because it's both defense and offense. Defense: you won't be manipulated. Offense: you can persuade people, ethically. Reading time: 8 to 10 hours. Difficulty: easy to medium. For whom? Marketing, sales, leadership, psychology. Enthusiasts. Book 7. A Brief History of Time. Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking, 1988. A Brief History of Time. Elon Musk. Great book. Carl Sagan. A masterpiece. Bill Gates. If you want to understand the universe, start here. Who is Hawking? The world's most famous physicist. He contracted ALS at the age of 21. Doctors said, "You have 2 years to live." He lived to be 76, in a wheelchair, communicating via computer. And he solved the secrets of the universe. What does the book talk about? How did the universe begin? What is time? What is space? Does it have an end? Big Bang. 13.8 billion years ago, The universe did not exist. Then, a single point exploded. Everything came from that point. Galaxies, stars, planets, you. But the question is, what existed before the explosion? Hawking. There is no such thing as before. Time began with the Big Bang. Confused? That's normal. Hawking says, time is not absolute. It is relative. Relativity of time. Einstein. If you move fast, time slows down. Example. You board a spaceship. You travel close to the speed of light. You travel for 10 years. You return to Earth. But 100 years have passed on Earth. You aged 10 years. Earth aged 100 years. This is not science fiction. It is real. Einstein proved it. Black holes. When a star dies, sometimes a black hole forms. It is so powerful that even light cannot escape. Hawking's great discovery. Black holes emit radiation. Hawking radiation. Everyone said black holes swallow everything. Hawking said, no, they emit radiation. And he was right. The end of the universe. Option 1. The universe expands forever. Everything freezes. Big freeze. Option 2. The universe collapses back in on itself. Big crunch. Option 3. Dark energy tears the universe apart. Big rip. Hawking. We don't know yet. Why is the book difficult? Because it covers quantum physics, relativity, and astrophysics. But Hawking tries to explain it as simply as possible. My publisher said, every formula cuts sales in half. I only wrote E equals mc squared. Why do smart people read it? Because thinking about the universe humbles you. It destroys the ego. You are not even 0.000000001 of the universe. But at the same time, you are a part of the universe. Carl Sagan. We are stardust. The universe thinking about the universe. Reading time, 10 to 12 hours. Difficulty. Difficult. Physics, mathematics. For whom? Those interested in science, the universe, physics. Book 8. Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. Robert M. Pirsig. Steve Jobs' favorite book. Jobs said, this book changed my life. It's why I founded Apple. So what is this book about? Pirsig travels across America on his motorcycle, with his son. But the book isn't about motorcycles. It's about quality. What is quality? Is a product good or bad? How do you know? Pirsig says, quality cannot be defined, but it can be felt. You know when you eat a good meal, but you can't quite define it. You know when you hear good music, but there's no formula for it. Quality is subjective, but universal. Pirsig repairs his motorcycle himself. Why? Because he wants to be diligent. He wants to understand every screw, every part. A mechanic can repair a motorcycle, but he doesn't love it. It's just a job. Pirsig is different from a mechanic. He loves the motorcycle. He cares about every part. And he says, quality is showing care in your work. Steve Jobs read this book, and he applied it at Apple. Even the inside of an iPhone is beautiful. No one sees it. But Jobs paid attention to detail. Because quality, classic versus romantic. Pirsig describes two ways of thinking. Classic, logical, analytical. How does it work? Romantic, emotional, aesthetic. How does it make you feel? Most people choose one. But Pirsig says both are necessary. A motorcycle is both mechanical, classic, and beautiful, romantic. Life is both logic and emotion. The book is also Pirsig's own story. In the past, he was a philosopher named Phaedrus. He went mad. He underwent electroconvulsive therapy. Now he is trying to recover. He is confronting his past. The book is both a journey and a therapy. Why do smart people read? Because it makes you think about quality. Are you quality in your work? Are you quality in your life? Or are you just getting by? Steve Jobs. Being a perfectionist is hard, but quality demands it. Book 9. The Great Gatsby. F. Scott Fitzgerald. Elon Musk. An American classic. Barack Obama. One of my favorite novels. Oprah. I read it every year. I previously discussed this book in my The Fall of the American Dream video. But here's a brief summary. The story. Jay Gatsby is a poor kid. He wants to be rich. He wants to win Daisy. He becomes rich through illegal means. He throws huge parties. But Daisy doesn't choose him. Gatsby is killed. 3 people attend his funeral. Message: money doesn't bring happiness. The American dream is a lie. Why do smart people read it? Because it's a critique of modern capitalism. Gatsby is you, me, all of us. We want more money, more success. But what in the end? Loneliness. Fitzgerald wrote it 100 years ago. But it's more relevant today. We show off our luxurious lives on Instagram. But in reality, we are unhappy. Gatsby threw parties, but he was lonely. Book 10. Brave New World. Aldous Huxley. Elon Musk. This could be the future. Be careful. Bill Gates. Along with 1984, the most important dystopia. Orwell described control through fear in 1984. Huxley describes control through happiness in Brave New World. Which is more dangerous? Huxley says, happiness is more dangerous. The story. In the future, people are produced in laboratories. Natural birth does not exist. There are 5 castes: alpha, leaders, the intelligent beta, managers, gamma, delta, epsilon, workers, the stupid. Everyone is happy. Why? A pill called soma. When they are unhappy, they take soma. They are instantly happy. No stress, no anxiety, no pain. But there is a problem. No freedom. Reading books is forbidden. Family is forbidden. Love is forbidden. Only sex exists. But sex is without love. Only pleasure. Everyone is happy, but feels nothing. There's a character named John. They call him Wild, because he was born natural. John reads books, Shakespeare. He thinks, he feels. He comes to society, and he is shocked. Are you happy? He asks. Yes, we take soma, they say. But you don't love, you don't think. We don't need to, we're happy. John can't take it. He commits suicide. Huxley's warning. Dictatorship doesn't just come with violence. It also comes with happiness. Give people pleasure. Give them entertainment. Give them games. And no one will want freedom. Are we living in 2025? Soma equals social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Shorts leads to dopamine. Instant happiness. You forget your problems, but you don't solve them. Reading books is declining. Attention span is 8 seconds. Huxley. If people choose television, they abandon books, and they lose their freedom. Why do intelligent people read? Because they question themselves. Am I taking soma? Am I addicted to my phone? Am I happy or just numb? I summarized 10 books. 60 minutes. Now the summary. 1. Sapiens. Humanity's power lies in imagination, but these imaginations control us. 2. Thinking, fast and slow. Our brain deceives us. Be aware. 3. 1984. Freedom is being able to say 2 plus 2 equals 4. Question power. 4. Meditations. Focus on what you can control. Find peace. 5. Crime and punishment. Conscience is inevitable. Ego is dangerous. 6. Persuasion. How are people manipulated? No. Protect yourself. 7. A brief history of time. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. You are a speck of dust, but you matter. 8. Zen and the art of motorcycle maintenance. Quality is rewarding. Love your work. 9. The Great Gatsby. Money doesn't bring happiness. Relationships do. 10. Brave New World. The happiness pill kills freedom. Stay awake. Why should you read these books? Because being smart is not just about IQ. Being smart means thinking critically, Kahneman. Understanding history, Harari. Protecting freedom, Orwell, Huxley. Being peaceful, Marcus Aurelius. Listening to your conscience, Dostoyevsky. Seeing manipulation, Cialdini. Wondering about the universe, Hawking. Caring about quality, Pirsig. Questioning success, Fitzgerald. Elon Musk wasn't a rocket engineer. He learned from books. Bill Gates was a programmer. He became a leader through books. Oprah was poor. She became a billionaire through books. Steve Jobs was a technologist, but he read a Zen book. He founded Apple. If you read these 10 books, you will know history, Sapiens. You will know psychology, Kahneman, Dostoyevsky. You will know philosophy, Marcus Aurelius, Pirsig. You will know science, Hawking. You will know society, Orwell, Huxley. You will know humanity, Cialdini, Fitzgerald. And most importantly, you will know yourself. 1 book every 1 to 2 months, 10 to 20 months. Your life will change. To start with, easy, The Great Gatsby, Persuasion. Medium, 1984, Sapiens, Meditations. Difficult, Crime and Punishment, Hawking, Pirsig. Marcus Aurelius said, "The quality of your thoughts is the quality of your life." You nourish your thoughts with books. Choose your books. Choose your life. 10 books. Infinite wisdom. Start. How many of these 10 books have you read? Write in the comments, which book do you want to start with? And subscribe, because classic literature changes your life. See you in the next video. Read. Think. Live.